What's up everybody, it's Broken Bones here and welcome to Broken's Bedrock Tutorials. Today we're going to be showing you how to build a simple and efficient paper auto crafter. Today's tutorial is a suggestion from Decor who suggested that I build a sugarcane farm that automatically crafts it into paper. As you can see here, we have 3 sugarcane farms that auto crafts it into paper. The redstone for this build is extremely simple. All we have is an on switch here that powers a 3-tick engine down here that goes ahead and controls all of our pistons with these torch towers. The sticky pistons push and pull the slime block, which pushes and pulls this observer, which powers that dispenser, which bone meals the sugarcane every time it gets pushed and pulled. This farm has also been optimized and perfectly timed so that way nothing overflows or gets overfilled. So if we come on down here, we can see that this hopper right here that's collecting all of the sugarcane, it always has a single sugarcane in it because it's always collecting, but it's not overflowing, just like this. And then we're powering our auto crafter over here at the same rate, so that way it never overflows and never overfills, but it's never empty either, and it just continues to make paper. And this farm produces 27,000 paper per hour. And with that being said, if you guys are ready to get started with the tutorial, then smack the like button for me and subscribe if you guys are new, and let's get started with the tutorial. A material list will be down in the description. It does look like we have a visual glitch where some of the sugarcane is coming out of the farm, but as you can see, it's actually getting teleported into the farm, and you can see both sugarcane landing that hopper right there. And if you started watching this video because you wanted a sugarcane farm and not a paper farm, then I also have 2 other tutorials for that. I have the Superior Sugarcane Mini Farm and the Superior Sugarcane Mega Farm. This guy produces a shulker box of sugarcane in 7 seconds, while this one takes about 30 seconds. So I'll leave a link to these tutorials up in the top right hand corner there for you guys and down in the description. And yes, those farms still work in the 1.21 update. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get started with the tutorial. To get things started, you're going to need enough space to build this thing, and it's 9 blocks wide as you can see on the sides there, and it's 10 blocks tall, 5 below, then you have the floor up, which is another 5, and then we have 9 blocks in depth. Once you have an area prepared, then go ahead and start at your floor level and make it an area that's 7 blocks wide, and then followed by 2 5 block wide areas. Then once you have that, go ahead and come out by 1 more block that's temporary right in here. Then go ahead and grab yourself some hoppers and go ahead and cover all 3 sides of that block just like so. Then break out that block. Grab yourself your auto crafter and then go ahead and crouch place it in the front so that way the face of it is facing in this direction. Then grab yourself a barrel or a chest and place it in there just like that. Then grab yourself a lever, go ahead and place it in there just like so. Then what we're going to do is we're going to come on down below, go ahead and place in 2 blocks, break this one out. Then we're going to come down by 2 more blocks like this, diagonally just like so. Then go ahead and break out your temporary blocks here and there. Right here, go ahead and place 1 more block in this direction so you have this little check mark right here like so. Grab yourself some redstone dust and then go ahead and place 2 redstone dust right there with a 3-tick repeater in this area. Then go ahead and place 2 more blocks down here and then break out your temporary block. Place in a bit of redstone right there, and then a redstone torch right there. You're going to see that this is now going to pulse, and once you see that, that's good. You should be able to come back up here, flick on your lever just like this, and that should go ahead and turn the farm off. Once you have this in place, then go ahead and come on top of these hoppers right here. Go ahead and crouch place yourself a observer facing upwards on top of that repeater right there just like so. Once you have that and the red dot is facing up, place a block right there. Then on that block, we're going to go out by 3 blocks, 1 2 3, and then we're going to go up by 3, 1 2 and 3, just like that. We're going to do that on all 3 sides, so 1 2 3, and then up by 3, 1 2 3, and then the same thing on this side, 1 2 3, and then up again, 1 2 3, just like so. So now once we have that, we're going to take ourselves an observer. We're going to go ahead and look downwards right here just like that. We can go ahead and remove that block, and then right here we're going to do the same thing. Go ahead and remove that block. Over here, we'll do the same thing, observer looking down with removing that block, and then grab yourself a dispenser. Go ahead and break this block out and then put that dispenser in right there. Same thing on all 3 sides. Once you have that all done, then you can go ahead and take yourself some sand. Go ahead and place your sand in there just like so on all 3 of those. Then once you have that in place, then we can go ahead and break this block out, break that block out, break that block out, leave the block under the sand, and you could use dirt or grass or whatever other material that you want other than sand, but if you want sand, then you do need a block underneath it, and then you can go ahead and break out the other temporary blocks that are right here under this area. Then once you have that in place, we're going to go ahead and take ourselves some buttons. Go ahead and place those buttons underneath the hoppers just like this, and you'll see why here in a second. Then once you have that in place, go ahead and place a couple temporary blocks in here, and then place them right next to your hoppers just like that. And then you can even crouch place those onto the side here if you want to do that, just like so. And then once you have that, we're going to take some water and we're going to waterlog our hoppers. So go ahead and crouch place water and go ahead and fill up all of your hoppers. Now that's going to hydrate all of our sugarcane, which you can place in now. Go ahead and place that in all of your sand there like that. It should go in there right underneath your observer. Once you have that, grab your slime blocks, go ahead and put it on top of all of your observers like so. Then out the back of your slime blocks, go ahead and count 3 temporary blocks in here just like so on all 3 of these. Once you have that done, then you can break out 2 temporary blocks right here in the front just like so. Go ahead and break those both out. And once you have that all in place, grab yourself some sticky pistons and go ahead and place them in there just like this. They should be 1 block away from your slime blocks just like so. Then once you have that all in place, go ahead and put melon blocks around here just like this. That are non-sticky. You can use obsidian or anything that doesn't stick to slime blocks. I'm using melons because it's easy to get. So we're going to go ahead and cover this with slime blocks just like so. Once we have that, then we can go ahead, place yourself some temporary blocks behind the sand right here, and then next to your dispenser on the sides here just like so. So again, we'd go on this side and just go right there and right there. Then what we want to do is we want to go ahead and come onto this side and grab yourself a dropper and point it facing into this dispenser just like so. So again, you're going to want to face that going in this way to where the face is, and on these 3 sides it's pointing into that dispenser. So once you have that done, then you can go ahead and take some hoppers just like this. Go ahead and crouch place yourself a hopper into the back of that one. Over here, go ahead and crouch place yourself a hopper into the side of that one, and then over here crouch place yourself a hopper into the back of that one. Then you can go ahead and take some chests or some barrels and go ahead and put barrels on top of these, and that'll go ahead and complete your storage system for all of your bone meal. And yeah, I know I screwed up the placement of that barrel. Once you have your chests or barrels in place, then go ahead and come on down here to the block right above this redstone dust right here. Go ahead and place redstone torches on the sides of that block just like so. Then go ahead and take yourself some temporary blocks and go ahead and come up by 2 and over by 1 just like so. You're going to do that on all 3 sides. So up by 2, over by 1, then up by 2 and over by 1. Once you have that done, then go ahead and come up by another one by 2 more just like so. Go ahead and break out your temporary blocks. Do the same thing over here 2 more times just like so. And then we're going to do it again on this side just like so. Break out your temporary blocks like that. Then once you're done, you can go ahead and come straight up here just like so, and that'll be where that block ends. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and break out that block. We can actually break out the blocks back here. These are temporary, and that one we can actually probably keep. So we're going to go ahead and break out those blocks right there. This one actually needs to stay. So now we have a 3 block diagonal with a pillar coming up with 3 blocks just like so. Let's do the same thing on this side. So we're going to come up here just like so. You can break that block out, and that block out. So we have 3 just like that. Same thing on this side. Go ahead and pillar on up. Go ahead and break out the block by the piston, the one below that, and the one below that, and it should look like just like so. Then once we're done with that, go ahead and grab yourself 2 redstone dust, put it on all 3 sides here, just like that. Once you have that done, grab yourself your redstone torches, go ahead and put them on top of these, just like so, and that'll go ahead and power that piston. Go ahead and do that on all 3 of these, just like this. And then again, we're going to do that on this side. Go ahead and come right here at the end of your redstone, come up just like that, right next to your piston. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is all the redstone done. All that's left to do is to decorate the farm, and to do that, you're going to go ahead and grab your building blocks. Go ahead and come right over here to the side of your sugarcane. Go ahead and place 2 blocks in it just like that. Go ahead and come up by 2 more just like so. Then we're going to do the same thing on this side. So go ahead and come over here by 1, up by 2 more just like that. Go ahead and come around in the back. Go ahead and place a block there and another block there next to your sugarcane in the middle. Then once you have that done, next we're going to go ahead and come over to this side. We're going to go ahead and come up here. We're going to grab our light source blocks and go ahead and place 3 light sources above all 3 of those just like this. Then once we have that, we can go ahead and grab our regular blocks. Go ahead and put those in there just like this all the way across. Then once we have that in place, we can grab our glass. We're going to go ahead and put glass here, glass there, and glass there. Once you have that in place, do the same thing on this side. Go double just like that, and then 1 up like so. Then right here in the middle, we're going to go right on top of that crafter. Go ahead and put glass all the way up just like that. And then once you have that completed, go ahead and grab your blocks. Go ahead and come out to the side over here just like this. Put in some blocks on the side of your glass here on this side and on that side to kind of make it look complete. Then once you have that in place, bring some blocks all the way up to the top up here just like this, all the way over and across like that. then go ahead and place another block up like this, and then break off your temporary blocks, and that is your farm complete. And make sure that all your temporary blocks are gone. And before we use the farm, we do have to set it up. So the last and final step is going to be breaking this glass and opening up your crafter. Go ahead and select these 6 bottom squares just like that. Leave these 3 open. That's going to go ahead and make yourself some paper when it goes in. Go ahead and put your glass back there just like that. Then once you have that done, go ahead and grab some bone meal. You are going to need to fill these up with bone meal, and as you can see, I've filled mine up and mine are starting to drain into the system right now. So all 3 of these are filled with bone meal, and now once you have that done, you should be able to turn on your farm just like this. You should see that it starts to produce a bunch of sugarcane, and then you'll see that your crafter is lighting up just like this. And if you look inside, you'll see that paper is coming in rather quickly, and it comes in 3 pieces at a time. And if you'd like to add more storage, then you definitely can down the bottom. All you need to do is put a hopper out in one of these directions, and then if you guys want to add some shulker box storage to your system, then I have some tutorials on that, and I'll leave a link to that up in the top right hand corner. And as you can see, in just that little bit of time, we've already got over 9 stacks. We've got over 12 stacks. It's just coming in so fast. That's awesome. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's tutorial. This thing is super easy and super simple, and it actually looks like we need to add a couple more blocks in right here. Go ahead and add blocks in right here. Since we're still in the tutorial, I missed a couple blocks. Don't blame me. I'm actually a human, and I make mistakes too. But nonetheless, that is a fully functional farm. Everything is now working properly. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's tutorial. And if you guys did, be sure to smack the like button for me and subscribe if you guys are new. I'm Broken Bones, and I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy, everybody.